Hi! So, my name is Felicia. So, for about 10 weeks now, I've been taking this class called Comedy Central, reading all these really different, interesting books. And one of the first books that we happened to read was by Henry Bergson, Laughter, an essay on the meaning of the comic. Now, from this book, I was kind of able to realize that emotion can be quite the hindrance to many people. It can prevent us from chasing our most incredible dreams. It can prevent us from truly enjoying life. And according to him, it can be the greatest foe to laughter. In fact, I would like to read that passage in which he first introduces this idea. He says, "Here I would point out, as a symptom equally worthy of notice, the absence of feeling which usually accompanies laughter. It seems as though the comic would not produce its disturbing effect unless it fell, so to say, on the surface of a soul that is thoroughly calm and unruffled. Indifference is its nature." I should try that again. Indifference is its natural environment, for laughter has no greater foe than emotion. I do not mean that we cannot laugh at a person who inspires us with pity, for instance, or even with affection, but in such a case we must for a moment put our affection out of court and impose silence upon our pity. In a society composed of pure intelligences, there would probably be no more tears, though perhaps there would still be laughter. Whereas highly emotional souls in tune with the unison of life, in whom every event would be sentimentally prolonged and re-echoed, would neither know nor understand laughter. I have witnessed far many times people being unable to enjoy laughter in their lives, just because they were hindered by emotion. Of all passages read in this book, it was... Where was I? Okay. Of all passages that I read in this book, this one seemed to stick with me. Just because during the first class I realized that I was the only girl at the time. And I kept trying to figure out why this was. I was joined later by 2 other women, but in a class predominated by men, I kept thinking, why was this? Why would girls find this class unappealing? I thought it would be great. So I was left wondering this question, and it took me a while. But I finally found the answer in the form of my girlfriend, Megan. So she...
What are you doing?
The monologue for Zach.
About?
Remember what I did for the beginning class?
Yeah.
The one where I had to get on stage and talk about you?
Why are you doing that one?
Why not?
Because.
But this one's gonna be on YouTube.
No! Oh no! Definitely not!
But I kind of... What do you mean, why not?
What do you mean, why not?
Do you have a problem with this being on YouTube?
YouTube? Hello, internet?
But I love you.
I don't care whether you love me or not. If you love me, you won't do that.
But I have to. Come on, I'm gonna do it. Like, no matter what you say, this is gonna happen.
Really?
Yes, really. You can put your hands on your hips all you want. This is happening.
It's not happening.
This is happening.
Then you're cut off.
Cut off from what?
You know what?
I'm still gonna do it. I really want a good grade in class. And if this is what's gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. You're gonna leave now, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
But...
No.
Come on. But I wanted you to be in the video.
No, I don't care.
But I wanted you to be in the video
No.
so people could see you.
No. It's going to be on the internet.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
No.
Come on.
No.
You're really doing this?
Yeah.
Fine. Go then.
I'm gonna go.
This is still gonna happen.
I don't care. Yes, I do care.
So what was I doing? Alright, back to my point. As you can see, she is quite an emotional person, and she is the reason why I was able to get my answer to that question. I'm going to be in a lot of trouble later. I'm not going to get anything for a while. You can take that as you want. Anyway, she can be quite the wonderful person. I love her. She's a sweetheart. But sometimes I guess I can understand her, why she goes so crazy and emotional. sometimes me and another friend of mine, Brian, like to tease her a lot, and so she gets a little upset about it, but I can understand. For instance, me and our friend Brian were atheists, and I had cracked a joke about her Christian faith. We didn't take it too seriously. She did. We like to find the humorous side in all things in life, but, it's her religion. I could understand why she got upset at us. Man, I think she stormed off that day and was just like, She just wouldn't talk to me. When I asked her later why she was so upset, she couldn't remember. She couldn't even give me a reason why she was angry at me anymore. I still can't fathom it. Anyway, religion can be a touchy subject, and I understand why people can be emotionally connected to it and wouldn't want people to make jokes about it. So I forgave her that time. However, the following weekend, I can't remember what movie it was that came out that she wanted to go see alone with me. But she didn't make that quite clear at first. And I had invited Brian without telling her. So I just assumed, usually on the weekends, all three of us spend together. He's new in the city, by the way. Just moved up from Florida, so we like to show him around the city, give him a good time. Don't take that the wrong way. So, anyway, what was I thinking? Right. Emotional Megan. Gets crazy, can't laugh. Anyway, so I ended up explaining the situation to him. Once again, he likes to tease her about this kind of stuff because she gets overly emotional. So we get back to work the next day, and what did he say to her? Well, anyway, he began to tease her about it, saying, guess I can't go with you guys. Started making fun of her. Once again, she blew up, stormed out, got angry. As she did earlier. Now, I guess I could understand why she got mad. But at the same time, we'd been going out with him like almost every weekend. Most of the time it was her idea. So I thought it would be okay. I should know better. I should know better when dealing with other women. I should know a lot better than to pretend I know what they're thinking, because I really don't. And I am one. I don't get it. Do you? Because I don't. Anyway, where was I? Right, back to class. So I kept thinking about I could see why Megan was so emotional, but why wouldn't other girls be interested in taking this class? What was so different from Zach's class, which was so dominated by men? Whereas a class I took last quarter, painting, there was one guy. The class was I think there were 12 of us and one guy. Even our teacher and TA were females. I kept trying to figure this out, how could I tie this back to Megan? How could this work with class? Then I realized painting is something that's extremely soothing. You can let all your emotion go on a canvas, and I could understand why girls would enjoy that class more, because sometimes they can be a little crazy, as you saw earlier. Anyway, so then I started thinking about, I'm pretty sure lots of guys like to laugh and joke around because they're not as emotionally connected to the world as we are. They can detach themselves. They can not be angry about a religious joke. They could not be angry about inviting someone to the movies for the weekend. I don't get it. Anyway, so back to my point. Ferguson describes that each person must be able to have a balance between tension and elasticity, and he states that the body requires the perfect balance between the two, but I started thinking about that, and I realized that just doesn't exist. And quite honestly, guys seem to be more on the elastic side than women do. They seem to be a little bit more flexible in all areas. No pun intended. Whereas women are extremely emotionally attached, and they tend to be a little more tense than men are, as you could see earlier when she stormed out of here. What am I going to do? Now, of course, when my friends tease me about silly things, I don't really storm off and go crazy like that. Although, there is one thing I do get upset with. In high school, I used to have this crazy obsession with Britney Spears. but my friends used to make fun of me all the time. Anyway, I would storm off and get so angry and crazy about it because I hated when people would make fun of her because I was so in love with her. Thought she was so hot too. Anyway, I still do, but I'm not as crazy about it anymore. Maybe. Anyway, man, can't remember. Right, I know my obsession with Britney Spears was really irrational. I mean, the woman went nuts. I didn't care. I still went crazy when people would tease me about it, so I'm probably not all that different from my girlfriend who just stormed off. Damn. See, this just goes to show you that women have no idea what's even going on in their own brains, so we couldn't tell you if we wanted to. I just hate myself a little bit for that obsession sometimes. What am I gonna do? I'm a girl. I'm gonna get emotional. Now I have to go figure out a way to make sure that my girlfriend isn't mad at me anymore. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. See you guys.